Hey there, welcome back. So, I'm in the mini micro code today, and a question was posed recently on. You remember someone asking, with like, is the mini micro good for anything other than games? And it's been stewing on my mind a little bit, so I think today I'm going to write a text editor, or start writing a text editor. I know there's like a built-in editor for mini micro, which is great. It's not written in miniscript that I know. It'd be kind of neat to have one that's actually written in miniscript. So I'll just take this as far as I can. I copied this from the Microcraft game. I'm needing a project template that has all this stuff that I keep manually adding every single time I start a new project. But it has the Husky commit message checker. It has the VS Code setup, format on save, and tab size. It has the things with cspell built in. The package JSON file loads in cspell, sets the starting point, and has some scripts that allow me to start the mini macro from the place where I normally store it. And I'm going to test this project template right quick. Actually, the way I'm setting this up, it also has the boot options for the mini macro reads this options file when you first start it to see like the various things about the environment that you can toggle. And the startup file is the first file the mini macro loads, if it exists, when the app starts. I want to make it so that when I copy this project template, I can run this bootstrap script to get started. So let's test that out right quick. Package name, sure, project template version 1, there's no git repo. And then does the npm install, init, and install. Thing is, I'm not sure the init was required, because there's already a package JSON file. I think I'm going to delete the node modules folder again. All the stuff I'm making for the mini macro currently is under the MIT license. It is fairly open as far as you want to copy bits of it, use it in your own stuff. I'm copying bits of other people's mini macro code, using it in my stuff. And all the libraries in the mini macro are open source. So, let's all share and be nice. Bootstrap, npm init, npm install. Now the project template is up to go, or ready to go. So that's good. I'm going to delete the node modules again. And then the way we're going to manage this, I have all of my mini macro projects here. And I'm going to take the project template and zip it up. Next time I start a mini macro project, I can uncompress this, and then I'll have a place to start. That makes me happy. So, we are going to make a new project. Micro VI. If you used Linux at all, you probably can guess where I'm going with this. Open folder. Micro VI. Oh, but I used an underscore instead of a dash. I've been using... Okay, apparently I randomly use either underscores or dashes in all of my work. That's a little bit annoying. I'm going to leave the underscore. It'll be fine. Okay, so opening up Micro VI. New terminal. Run the bootstrap script. And we should be good to go. Oh, I left some junk in there from other projects. I want the main file in the project template to be kind of a generic file, and this still has a bunch of the Microcraft stuff in it. Delete. And is there anything else here I need to clean up? I'm leaving core util because I always end up re-implementing these. I like having a require function. I like having sort of a ternary if statement. This is not generally the most efficient way of handling an if statement, but it does a lot to improve readability for me. I don't need all this example code. I think I'm just going to delete all that. All right. And I need to clean that up in the project template folder also. I think I'm going to leave the main file the way it is and just delete the tile test. Because I don't want to be nitpicking that all day. I can nitpick it later. There. I'm happy with that. Not publishing it just yet. Alright, so we want to build a text editor. Where do we want to start? Well, let's start with a text viewer. And I've been thinking about this for a while. Here. So one of the problems we're going to face when running a text editor, let's say it's like there's one input method built into the mini micro. Yeah, let me do that again when you see what's going on. I can enter my name. I can like use the arrow keys to go back and forth. So as long as left and right, I can backspace, I can delete. If I go to the next line, I cannot go up and down. It just like scrolls through the other text I've entered. And the mouse clicking does nothing. So both of those are a problem for standard text editing. People just expect to be able to do those things. And I've been thinking about how we might do this. I'm going to try dumping text to a tile display. I mean, that's sort of what's going on with the text here. I mean, all the letters in this font are the same size, mono-spaced font. And as luck would have it, I have the tile set. Just a second here. And where did I put that thing? Going to the micro hack project, assets, micro font. There we go. So that's the font for the mini micro. So we can actually use that to power a tile display, and the text would look exactly the same as the mini micro text. And then we need a test file. For today's test file, we're going to visit lipsum.com. It's basically, you can use this website to generate as much random text as you want. I'm asking it for 10 paragraphs. And we're going to make a test file. There we go. So you can see the difference between the website and what it pasted as. This brings to mind an immediate concern we're going to have when implementing a text editor is word wrap, which I think, oh no, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I think we'll start by just getting it on the screen and seeing if we can like render all of this text to a tile display, and then see if we can have some sort of camera to scroll around the text. We'll just start with that. So I actually want, try to decide if I want to stick the, no, we're putting that in assets. No, I can't decide. Leaving it alone. So let's see if we can get this tile display thing working. I always do something wrong the first time I set up a tile display. It's like normally it's a matter of not clearing the displays properly, and the text display is hiding the tile display. So I'm just going to steal this example code. Point to our micro font in place of the test data there. Tile size. What is the tile size here? How many? Just a second. I think it's something like 16 by 24, but we can just figure out right quick. I'm loading in our macro font tile set. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 rows, probably 16 columns. Oh, let's make sure. There's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 16 by 16. No, don't need divided by. Need comma. There. 16 tiles across, 24 tiles down. No, I'm sorry. No, this is the pixel size of each tile. It is 16 by 24. Okay. So we're going to do 16 by 24 for the tile size. The screen size, 960 by 640. So the extent should be the columns, which is divided by, should be the tile width. All right. And it's clear. 20 is usually a space. I wonder if we can, hold on. I cannot remember. Those are the commands in BASIC, not miniscript. How do I get the ASCII value? Oh, what was that function? Something simple, I can almost assure you. Let's see. You know, it's probably an intrinsic function. Are those listed here? Nope. What a funny thing to get stuck on. It's like A10 is a built-in function. What are the other built-in functions? Oh, I have an idea. Because I think I had to face this same problem in another project. Here's microhack. Searching. How do you convert between these two? It might be in the keyboard code. No, that just gets the code. Well, I'm sure if you're watching this and you actually use miniscript on a regular basis, you know exactly what it is I'm looking for. So you're welcome to remind me in the comments. Oh, where'd I put the... Oh, I must have crashed it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to solve this later. We're moving on. It's a tile index, so now that's the problem, is that I got to be able to set tiles on the screen according to their tile index, which is a number. So I just need, so we actually do need this moving forward. See, in a C language, you can take the, you can actually do math comparing two characters like that, and it'll return a number, because in C, characters are actually just fancied numbers. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying to figure this thing out. Char 42. Oh, that will do it. Oh, code. That's the one I want. Code A is 65. Perfect. Okay. So let's see if we can clear the screen with a bunch of A's. Let's do stars. And then we'll replace those with A's, these with O's. It's bigger than I expected. Something about my sizing is wrong. It is displaying the font characters though, so there's that. What am I doing wrong? The extent is columns and rows on screen. That should not be a partial number. Width, height, size of each tile on the screen, columns and rows on the screen. It should be doing 60 by 26. I'm gonna floor these. I don't like floating point numbers sneaking in like that. And it's actually 256 tiles. No, actually, yeah, it is 256. 16 times 16. Why are they so big? Okay, let's think. What am I doing wrong? It's like the scale is wrong or something. Do I need to swap the extent and the tile size? Size of tiles in the tile set, the extent, the display size, columns and rows. Columns and rows is X and Y. And that's the full, I mean, that's 100%, that's full size image. So why is it scaled up so much? So. Columns and rows on screen. Should be 60 columns and 26 rows. There's the font. So, what am I missing? That looks like it's pulling the correct font, so we're not crazy there. some other rogue bit of code that's making the scale go all crazy. Let's disable those. What does that do? It's like it has no change at all. That made a difference. It's treating the whole... Huh. That's really weird. Okay, we're gonna fix this thing. Like, there's a scroll X and scroll Y to move around the tile display. There's not any scaling in here that I know of. Got the sprite scale, pixel display scale. Yeah, I thought we would get further in a half hour than this, but you know, if we can just get this tile set to display the way it's supposed to today, that will be a little bit of a victory. How many rows and columns are on the text display? So it's 68 columns, 26 rows. Just make the extent match that for columns and rows. That's still not right. Try something dumb here. It's like it's not responding to that extent at all. I'm going to refer to yet another project. Because in the RPG Lite project, it's working with a lot of tile displays. Cell size. Size of tiles on the screen. is that different from tile set tile size? Okay. Size tile set used by a tile display. The source image, so source versus destination. I think we need to set them both to be the same. There we go. I think that's right. I'll change it back to this original calculation. Which apparently affects nothing. You can see that there's some overlap at the top there. Right, and flooring those numbers removes that top overlap. So that we do want that. And yeah, okay, so half hour in, I'm going to stop the video there for now, but we have some test data, we have our project bootstrapped, and we can blast the font tiles up onto the screen. In the next video, we are going to work on getting this program reading this test file and throwing that up onto the tile display and see if we can scroll around it. So, thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again next time.